There are places that attract visitors with famous landmarks, busy streets, and long lists of things to do. And then there are places like Overbury, places that don't seem to be trying to impress anyone at all. At first glance, Overbury appears simple. A handful of quiet lands beneath the hills, lined with honey-colored stone cottages, gardens in bloom, and walls that have witnessed generations come and go. But the longer you look, the more you begin to notice the careful details, the weathered stone, the old wooden gates, the roses climbing towards windows. Beyond the village, sheep graze peacefully beneath the green slopes. Life here seems connected to the landscape in a way that feels increasingly rare. At the heart of the village stands the church. Its doors were closed when we visited, but somehow that didn't matter. Some buildings tell their story from the outside alone. There is a quiet dignity here. Nothing demands attention. Nothing competes for it. Even the sound of someone trimming trees feels strangely appropriate. A reminder that villages like this are not museums. They are living places, shaped not only by history, but by people who continue to care for them. As we wander through Overbury, there was no itinerary to follow, no queue to join, no attraction to tick off. Just the simple pleasure of slowing down and noticing what was already there. In a world that often encourages us to move faster, Overbury offers something different. An invitation to pause, to look a little closer, and to appreciate the beauty found in ordinary things. Before leaving the area, we make a final stop in nearby Kemerton. Smaller still, Kemerton shares the same gentle characters. Quiet streets, historic buildings, and the peaceful atmosphere that makes this corner of Worcestershire so special. Neither village is famous, neither needs to be, because sometimes the places that stay with us are not the ones that sound the loudest. They are the ones that quietly remind us what we were missing.